welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. On September 21st, President İlham visited Laçın region. The head of our state familiarized himself with the construction of the entry tunnel to Laçın International Airport in the length of 2,400 meters situated at the 35th kilometer of Kəlbəcər-Laçın highway. Afterwards, President İlham raised the Azərbaycan flag in the city of Laçın and made a speech. Then the head of our state looked at the destructions committed by the Armenians on the main street of the city and reviewed the territory of the city. President İlham also led the foundation of 135 10-kilowatt Laçın City Junction substation to be built by AzTV Open Joint Stock Company.
Shortly after entering the territory of Laçın, its unique nature pleases the eye. As it was the case throughout the history, even today Laçın has strategic significance with its economic potential and geographic location. Based on the agreement of the parties for the next 3 years, the plan of construction of the new route on Laçın corridor, providing the connection between former Nagorno-Karabakh and Armenia, will be determined, and for the protection of that route it is envisaged that the Russian peacekeeping contingent will change its stationing. The consistent successful diplomacy of Azerbaijan, patience and resolve ensured another victory.
Cənab Müzəffər Ali Başkomandan, əmrinizə əsasən Azərbaycan ordusu Laçın şəhərini, Zabul, Sus yaşayış məntəqələrini tam nəzarətə götürdü. Laçın şəhərinin mərkəzində Azərbaycanın dövlət bayrağı dalğalanır. Mərci etdi Ordu Korpusunun komandiri General Mayor Kenan Seyidov. Yaşasın Azərbaycan, yaşasın Müzəffər Ali Başkomandan. Qarabağ, Azərbaycan!
President İlham Əliyev's trip to Laçın city and the messages he voiced from there are of great significance taking into account current geopolitical situation. First of all, the realities created by Azerbaijan in the region remain unchanged. There are no prospects for revanchism. Second of all, by rapid restoration of Karabakh and East Zengezur, Azerbaijan is insistent on completing successfully the Great Return mission. According to the instruction of President İlham Aliyev, one of the important road infrastructure projects under construction in Karabakh and East Zengezur economic regions is Kəlbəcər-Laçın highway. This highway takes its beginning from Qamışlı village of Kəlbəcər and passes through the territory of Laçın region. Therefore, the new road will not only ensure a convenient connection between the aforesaid regions and a number of residential settlements, but will also link them with Laçın Airport, the construction of which was launched recently. Out of 12 tunnels, the construction of which is envisaged alongside the road, the construction of 5 is successfully continuing. The tunnels will be one-directional with one traffic lane. The overall length of the tunnels will comprise 7,596.5 meters. The work on the other tunnels envisaged in the project will start in stages. Emphasizing that this is a historic event and that Lachin's liberation will go down in history, President Ilham Aliyev said that he raised the Azerbaijani flag in the center of Lachin, and this flag will remain there forever. Lachin city, as well as the entire region, Ağdam, Füzuli, Jabrayil cities, and all villages were razed to the ground during the Armenian occupation. President Ilham Aliyev stated that illegal settlement of ethnic Armenians from Armenia, Syria, and Lebanon in these territories, including in Lachin, is a military crime that happened before the eyes of the world community. But international organizations, including the OSCE Minsk Group, which was supposed to deal directly with these issues, turned a blind eye to this as if they agreed with it. We, the people of Azerbaijan, could never agree with this. Our glorious patriotic war is our glorious history. However, taking into account the special strategic importance, difficult terrain, harsh cold climate, the liberation of Lachin and Kalbajar regions is of particular significance, said the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev further added that in recent months provocations were committed against Azerbaijan. 1,400 new mines were planted in the territory of Lachin region. This is an open act of terrorism against Azerbaijan. More than 240 Azerbaijani citizens died or were severely injured by mine explosions after the war. President Ilham Aliyev said that Armenia was warned to abandon its dirty deeds many times. Noting that the Azerbaijani army retaliated against another provocation committed on September 13th and put the enemy back in its place, President Ilham Aliyev said that this would serve them as a lesson, because they saw that nobody and nothing can stop us. No one's called, no statement, no initiative can stop us. We are on our land and we are protecting our land. Our positions along the border allow us to anticipate any Armenian provocation and take necessary measures. We are in favorable positions in the Azerbaijan-Armenian border from Murov Mountain to Araz River. These positions give us both a military advantage and the possibility of visual control over a large area, including the control of important communication lines. We have not been on these borders for 30 years. May God have mercy on all our martyrs. May God heal our veterans. May God give patience to the relatives of our martyrs. But they should know that the martyrs rose to the peak of martyrdom for the sake of their motherland, said President Ilham Aliyev.
Yaşasın Laçin, yaşasın Azerbaycan.
In order to integrate Lachin city and surrounding villages into the power grid of Azerbaijan and to ensure uninterrupted power supply to this areas, 110 3510 kV digital substation will be built. The overall capacity of Lachin substation will be 80 MVA, and the most important thing is that this substation will play the role of the junction substation. Thus, the existing 110 kV double circuit line going from Şükürbəyli substation of Füzuli to Cəbrayıl, Zəngilan and Qubadlı substations, and from there connecting with Gülabir hydropower station, the existing 110 kV double circuit line going from Daşkesan substation and extending to Kəlbəcər and Görçü substations, the existing 110 kV double circuit line going from Şükürbəyli substation to Füzuli and Şuşav substation will be connected with Lachin city substation. So the circular power supply of the substations and your newly laid 100 kV double circuit lines built in Karabakh and Eastern Zengezurn after the 44-day patriotic war will be created. The Gülabir hydropower station in the capacity of 8 MVT restored by Azerenerji last year, small hydropower stations with the overall capacity of 51.5 MVT to be built in 14 locations in Lachin region in the near future, including 14 small hydropower stations with the overall capacity of 68.6 MVT destroyed by the occupants will be reconstructed and connected to the power grid of the country. So there will be small hydropower stations in 28 locations in Lachin, and 120 MVT of electric energy will be produced. It should be pointed out that the construction of 110 3510 kV Görçü substation in the territory of Görçü village in the northern part of the region is about to be finalized.
The foundation of the Ağband highway bridge was laid on the state border with Iran in the territory of Eastern Zengezur economic region. It was emphasized that dynamic development of cooperation between the two countries in political, economic, cultural and other fields is underway. In the field of transportation, ties are being accelerated in many directions. The length of the bridge, which will connect the Horadiz, Cəbrayıl, Zəngilan, Ağband highway with the highway network of Iran over the Araz River, is planned to be 216 meters long and 24.5 meters wide. The bridge has 2 traffic lanes and 1 pedestrian lane in each direction. It is also planned to build a departure point that can receive at least 1,000 freight vehicles with 500 entries and 500 exits per day in the territory of both countries. Work on the detection and neutralization of mines buried by the Armenian forces sabotage groups in the territory of Azerbaijan continues. On September 20, as a result of the mining activities conducted by our engineer sappers, another 90 E001 M-type anti-personnel mines produced in Armenia in 2021 were detected in the Reven Gap of the Büyük-İşıklı Mound in the territory of the Lachin region and neutralized. At the 39th meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the Organization for Democracy and Economic Development, Guam, held within the high-level week of the 77th session of the UN General Assembly, its participants were informed about Azerbaijan's efforts to eliminate the consequences of the past conflict with Armenia. Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov emphasized that within the framework of the tripartite declaration and the agreements reached between the leaders of Azerbaijan and Armenia, work was being done to open communication and transport lines, as well as a proposal proposal for a peace agreement was put forward by Azerbaijan. Ministers stressed that Armenia obstructed the process and resorted to delaying tactics, seriously violated its obligations under the tripartite declarations, and in recent months has caused large-scale military provocations. It was further brought to attention that despite the destructive activities of the Armenian side, our country is determined to advance the peace agenda. An operational meeting was held in Ağdam with the participation of the subordinate district and territorial military prosecutors operating in the territories liberated from occupation. At the meeting, it was noted that our victory in the patriotic war significantly strengthened the positions of Azerbaijan in the region and the world. Information was provided on the ongoing works in the territories liberated from the occupation and the upcoming tasks. It was reported that the prosecutors' offices of Azerbaijan mobilized together with our society in the course of the patriotic war and fulfilled their duties. It was particularly emphasized that defense and security issues related to the beginning of the great return to Karabakh, as well as the implementation of reconstruction and restoration works, are of a great importance. On September 21st, diaspora radicals of Armenia in Brussels prepared to attack Azerbaijani embassy in Brussels after a rally in front of European Parliament. Ambassador of Azerbaijan to the Kingdom of Belgium, Vagif Sadigov, made a warning about this on Twitter. Raise your voice against another Armenian attack at diplomatic mission in the heart of Europe, Ambassador noted. First meeting of the Parliamentary Committee on Human Rights as part of the full session of Milli Majlis was held. The report on the work carried out during the spring and extraordinary sessions of the current year was heard. It was noted that during the reported period, 9 meetings of the committee took place, 14 issues were discussed. The meeting informed about the draft work plan for the full session, the draft law and approval of the fourth additional protocol to the European Convention on Extradition, as well as a draft on changing the law on combating human trafficking was also adopted. That was all for today. Thanks for being with us. Goodbye.